Normally, walking in the room, it's a little bit louder than that. You have to use a louder voice, so thank you for being chill this morning. I guess it's the weather. If we have not met yet, my name is Mr. Kenna. I am the principal here at Kent Island High School, parents, and this is a special recognition we do every month. There are lots of places where we recognize our students for many different things. Some of them get special awards, some of them do great in classes and get recognized by their teachers. But this is once a month. We take time to recognize students who have gone above and beyond in each of the academic departments here at Kent Island High School. It's kind of a special honor when you think about it. There are 1,200 students and only a handful of them get recognized in this ceremony every month. And the way it works is the teachers, say in the math department, all get together and nominate their student, and they have to kind of battle it out for why their student in the math department is the number one. So the teacher who nominated you and may be sitting here with you this morning has already been in a fight with their department to say, no, you are the one that should be recognized this month. So it's actually a pretty cool honor, and they have a few nice things that they'd like to say about you for this recognition. So for the most part, I have a list here. We're going to go out of order a little bit this morning. I'm going to start with Miss Rice with the World Languages Department because she has to cut out to another meeting that's waiting for her in a moment. So Miss Rice, you'll be first.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Madame Rice.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Michelle.
Très bien.
Oh, hello. Her name is Madame Rice.
Je suis prof de français.
She speaks French.
Voici Michaela.
This is Michaela.
All right, très bien. I'm not going to torture her anymore. She was a little nervous. This is Michaela. She is the student of the month for the World Language Department. She's a fabulous student. She works really hard. She has a great gift for language. She's willing to push herself, which for world language is something that we always strive for because it's very intimidating to have to learn another language and make yourself vulnerable in front of a bunch of people and try to speak it and communicate it. And I tell my students 99% of the time you will make mistakes, but that's why you're here. Michaela's never afraid to make mistakes. She's always willing to try different things. She's able to pick up context really quickly. She's helpful to her classmates, and that's why I nominated her. So, félicitations.
Thank you.
Ms. Rice, if you want to be in the picture here. Mom or anybody. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Our next honoree will be presented by Ms. Warren from the English Language Arts Department.
Can we stand apart and take our masks off a little
Yes,
bit?
you may.
and project?
6 feet.
I want everybody to see my pretty face.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Presumptuous.
I don't know.
Sorry.
It's been a while since we've done this, so I'm a little camera shy. Used to speaking in front of kids, not necessarily adults. So I guess I want to start out by saying we're glad to be back in school. It's good to see parents back, and it's good to be honoring kids. So we've had a lot of, a little bit of backlash from us not being in school a lot because kids aren't used to being in a classroom. I've got a large class, 28 kids, and Sonia's in my class, Sonia Paul. So part of getting back is getting that trustworthy classroom back where kids believe that they can talk in a safe way and, and make, like Mrs. Rice was saying, make those mistakes and take those chances. So Sonia helped out a lot in that category because a lot of the kids would not volunteer. They wouldn't buy into the subject matter that we're teaching, but Sonia would, and she would raise her hand, and then I could respond to her and say, great answer, blah, blah, and the kids would see that modeling, and then the walls started melting down. And so now I feel like, don't you feel like we've got a classroom where there's a lot of interaction, we're doing group work. So the other thing is that she just does all her work and just brings that, the love and the trust into the classroom, and she smiles with her eyes. Look at those eyes. You can't see the smile with the mask, but with her eyes she saw the smile, and it gave me hope. In times when I felt a little bit hopeless this year, it's been tough. So that's why I picked Sonia, because she helped me break down the walls again, and it was a big deal, and we got there. So thank you. So I'm gonna put my mask on and give her a hug.
You want to stand here for a picture? And then
Thank
Ms.
you.
Warren, you guys have a picture
Oh,
over there in
okay.
a minute too.
All right.
Here, quick. Anybody wants to take one? And then over for the one on the wall. Thank you. Just to the left there.
We walk over here.
Next up from the math department, Mr. Osuna. I love how these teachers who talk all day long, it's their job, get nervous when they're talking in front of adults.
Yeah. So when I was a little lad, no, just kidding. I'm Mr. Osuna, and I'm Becca Scott's math teacher. So when we were asked to pick a student of the month, and it was pretty easy. I think since like the first day, second day, I quickly noticed that Becca stands out over her peers. She does everything that kind of like the ideal student needs to do. She's there every day, asking questions, participating, and also throughout the remainder of the weeks that we've had, she also has grown out and also has helped other people. So we kind of switched seats around, and I noticed no matter what seat I put her in, and it doesn't matter what students are around her, she definitely tries to help them and get better with their math. And I'm getting nervous, sorry. Breathe, you can do this. Okay, focus. I also encouraged her that she should really kind of double up on math, because she has that, the discipline, the work ethic, that really doesn't matter what kind of math she's in, she'll definitely be successful. And really that's kind of like one of the big reasons, all of that is the reasons why I selected her as a student of the month. And that's it.
Mr. Osuna, you can be there for a picture, and
Okay.
you guys are over that way. Thank you, guys. Next up from our Performing Arts Department, Mr. Reagan.
Morning, everyone. I have nominated Dante Capone. Dante, I've known since he was young, doing theater camps with us, and you don't always want to judge a book by their costume, but in this case, you can tell Dante is just an awesome kid. Dante is in my introduction to theater class, and he is coming to class prepared, ready to present, ready to do anything I really ask Dante to do, to ask him to do. And for that, just alone, I have nominated Dante to be Student of the Month. And even yesterday, we were filming a lot of the students doing monologue work and presentation work in the classroom, and I pulled Dante along as the first student to sort of model what I wanted to be done. And then I just asked him, hey, can you stick around and sort of show everyone else the process? And he was like, yeah, sure, I got this. And so he was able to do that for me. And that's just one of the many things I ask him to do every single day. So Dante, thank you so much for being ready and willing to do almost anything I ask in class and helping others around you, and just being a friendly person in the room, someone to help model. And I appreciate all of your hard work. Thank you so much.
Thank you real quick for a second.
Thank you. And your picture, I think, is over here.
And then right over that way.
All right, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up from PE and Health, Mr. Lawrence.
Right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Coach Lawrence. We'll give you this scary view with the mask. I teach strength and conditioning too, and like you're going to hear probably similar stories today. Caden is probably the epitome of what a weight training student should be. And I'll give you a quick example. I happen to know his mom and dad. So weight training comes up at the dinner table quite often, and rightly so, because it goes so well with nutrition and weight training. But anyway, we'll save that for another day. I'm gonna dote on my man here for a minute. Talk about hardworking, absolutely. Talking about a leader, you got it. Talk about helping other students, talk about helping their teacher, talking about X, Y, Z, I could go on and on. But the point is, you are a hard worker, an amazing young man, and I'm glad you're in my class. Thanks, Kate.
Can you stand up for a picture real quick? Just in case anybody here wants to take one, I know they do. And then right over to the wall there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up from our science department, Ms. Park.
You're not leaving me up there alone. So you get stuff.
What's up?
I was gonna, oh, do
Oh,
I
you
need to
want to
go?
take it? You got it?
All right. Here, something to hold with. Don't make me stand here. All right, so I probably have kind of the opposite story. Grace, by virtue of last name, got kind of stuck in the back of the classroom. And we all know about the back of the classroom students, right, Grace? And it took me a little while to realize that there were some really great things happening in the back of the classroom. There was a lot of engagement and there was a lot of really great work going on. And as I went back there more and more and got to know the students, I realized a lot of it was coming from Grace. She always had her notes, she always had them out, she always was mentioning to other kids how much stuff was in their notes and how to use them, and more modeling that behavior so that that group in the back of the classroom, which could be very much goofing off, is actually one of the best spots to be in the classroom right now, because Grace is there making sure everything gets done and taking care of her peers. And that's why she really stood out to me as the semester has gone on. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the semester.
Then you can head over to that one. Multiple pictures. From our social studies department, Ms. Klein.
Hi, good morning. I'm Megan Klein, and this is my student of the month, Andy. I chose Andy this month because he is a student that I can pretty much count on every day to not just be there, but be engaged. If I ask a question, he's answering it, he's participating, and even if he doesn't know it, he's still trying, which is what we love to see. You can see that he's actually learning and wants to do his best. He's not afraid to ask questions, and he always has a positive attitude, which is what teachers love to see in the classroom. So thank you, Andy.
Stand here for one picture, and then you're headed over to that one. Thank you, guys. From our visual arts department, Mr. Prigadich.
Hello, I'm Mr. Prigodich. I teach 3D arts. This is my student of the month, Carmen Beck. And so she's in an introductory art course, and it's particularly challenging to, I think, step into a room and start to work in 3 dimensions with new materials in a different way. And she's done a great job so far this semester at just kind of taking that on. So I wrote a few things down just to make things a little easier. Carmen's patient and kind demeanor is reflected in her work. She has approached each project with confidence and not only produces wonderful works of art, but also brings her own unique style and creativity to it. Her journal prompts incorporate complex layering and drawing. Her sketches explore a variety of designs that help her create works that set a high bar for the rest of the class. She's demonstrated a broad, rich understanding of terms and also the practical application of art vocab. And although we're about halfway through the semester, I really look forward to seeing the rest of the work she makes throughout the course, and I hope that she continues to make art in the future. Thank you.
You guys will stop here for one picture and then right over to that wall. Thank you. And last but not least, we do have one special recognition, and I'm going to ask Miss Loveday to come up to present that one today.
Good morning. So my department is the Program for Academic and Community Success, and that is the special education students. And Clever, I nominated Clever because he's always positive. He always works hard, even when he doesn't know a concept. And he's always smiling. He's always encouraging me as a teacher, and he always encourages his classmates. And he just makes me smile every day. So I'm happy to give him this award.
And Ms. Parsons, Nolan is not here, right?
That's correct.
I just would like to recognize Nolan Straub. He is our CTE Student of the Month. But Nolan takes classes at the CTE Center up at Queen Anne's County High School. And he had important stuff happening in his class today, so he couldn't be here. We'll present his award to him at another time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to keep you very long, but I just want to point out the common theme that you heard from all of those teachers was attitude and leadership. You heard them say students come in with the right attitude, they influence their other classmates and make the classroom a better place not only for the other students, but sometimes you heard from the heart of the teachers who said, also made my job easier and better. So we thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being leaders at our school. Please enjoy some donuts and coffee and then get back to class and keep getting smart. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I'd like to have all of the